Hello everybody, it's Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life. Welcome to Off the Board. Today I am going to kick off the days that I'm playing with Crystal for this series. And I am planning on playing on Thursdays, Sundays, and Tuesdays. So Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, but of course there hasn't been a Tuesday in July yet because it's only the 2nd of July. And I am going to go ahead and kick off the month starting with this beautiful quilt that was actually from Crystal's off the board inspiration for the month of June. I loved the inspiration and I absolutely loved her layout from last month that I just was like, right away that day, I was like, I absolutely have to use this and do my own take on it because it was just so inspiring. And then, of course, her layout was so touching because it was about a quilt that her grandma made, and her grandma has passed on, but her family put it into a local, I think, state fair, and I think it won a prize. So anyways, the story was really sweet. If you haven't seen it, you definitely need to go back and check out June's Off the Board because it was super inspiring. So I'm going to go ahead and do a little mixed media to mine, which is what you're seeing me do right now. And the reason why is because this really fun pattern paper, I got it from Christina. I think it was from Christina that I received it from. Oh, I hope I'm not wrong. And it wasn't. If it wasn't from Christina, it was from Daisy. So I'm so sorry. I can't exactly remember where I got it from. But I did receive it, and it has foxes on it. Now with Jackson, his blanket, and he has a stuffed fox. I'm sure you've kind of seen those layouts. So anything with foxes does tend to make me think of Jackson. And I wanted to play with this paper. It's been sitting in my desk, and I have done a lot of layouts about him with his stuffy and stuff, and he's 6.5 now. So really, he's almost through that stage, and I don't have a whole lot more to say about it. I've kind of done my documentation about it, so now I have to think about how to use foxes in different ways. And so I wasn't exactly sure. I didn't have a photo for this one yet. I just wanted to play. So that is what this is from. I actually think this layout is, these pattern paper are called A Fox's Tale. And I wanted to go ahead and get the triangles, but I had to be very strategic about how I did these triangles because they needed to be the correct way. I didn't want to have my foxes be crooked upside down or anything. So the trick was to cut, you can see there, I cut everything in half on the diagonal, and then I made a square out of that, and then within that square it made 2 triangles. Now my plan was to double layer them, so the bottom layer of each one of those, the foxes are upside down, but that's okay because you're not going to see that part. Really, you're going to see the top part. So I knew that was going to happen. Super easy. Now these little ones that I'm making, there is no direction to them. It doesn't matter. I just need to make the square size that I want and cut them in half, and bam, instant triangles. So if you struggle making triangles at all, and as long as you don't care that they're, what are you, do you call that a perpendicular triangle? I don't know. The one it's even on all the sides. That's the way to make them. Super easy. You can't go wrong. Anyone can cut up a square and then cut in half. It's so easy. So don't think triangles are hard because you can make them easy. Okay. Now, okay, that was very long-winded. Everyone knows how to make triangles now. Anyway, so you can see I'm playing here. I was trying to figure out how I wanted everything to go, where I want it to go. I know I'm going to do stitching. I just did. So I go ahead and I do that in white because I didn't want it to be in black and be super obvious that I had done stitching, but I did want it to attach everything in a certain way. And then I decided to be really brave and grab a stencil and a little bit of texture paste. Now this is Shimmers, and I do not have very much of this left, hardly any. And it's called, I think, Sandy, something about sand. And I just go ahead and do one layer up, one layer down. You can see that. But the texture it added, and it kind of brought in the 2 colors, the mint and that kind of corally color, which is in the pattern paper, which is what I meant to say at the very beginning of this layout. I never got to. Within one of the pattern papers, there is this little bit of mint color to it, which is how I got the color teal to my background, in case you're wondering, because I don't know how well that reads. But between the two colors, I loved it. It just matched perfectly. And then I did something which makes my heart so happy because it's using up supplies, which is what I'm trying to do so desperately. I'm so close to the end of Spending Freeze. It ends in September, so I just have July and August left. And so I really need to use up some stuff because I did kind of tell myself with a few things that if I didn't get them used up, they are going into a big old donation and a prize pack to someone. So not that I don't want to give you guys stuff, but I would like to use them myself as well because I did buy the products to use them, so I'm trying hard to do that. But yes, this pattern paper is so old. I actually think it might be Simple Stories. It could be October Afternoon. Can't actually remember, but it just happened to fit perfectly. So super happy with that. And what's going to happen is I'm going to come back live. You're going to see how I finished off this layout, and hopefully I explain a little bit about my photo to you. Okay, so I have no idea what happened, but here's my finished layout. I love the way it turned out. So you can see I got these all added in, and then I did a bit of layering. So on my photo, I have some tissue paper, a little bit of navy, which is from the backing of this, and then a frame in teal with a floral chipboard, and then this little flare. You can see I got the little fox used up, this little piece of ephemera. I got a little orange acrylic heart used up because where else am I going to use that? There's the little banner, a little tiny cutoff from the frame right there. And then my journaling that talks about how one night when Nora cried out in the middle of the night, I walked into their room and heard Jackson say in his sleep, "I'll save you." And it was so sweet. And I remember thinking how cute it was and writing it down right away so I wouldn't forget it. So that is my layout. I just adore the way that this turned out. This wasn't necessarily a layout I was going to I was going to scrapbook. But as I was playing along, it definitely just worked out. So I hope you enjoyed my first video for Off the Board this month. Like I said, I'll be participating every Tuesday, Thursdays, and Sundays. And this is my first one. And if you didn't see Crystals from the actual June's Off the Board, because that's what this was inspired by, the link will be below for that, plus everyone else playing today. So thanks everyone so much for watching, and I'll see you all on Sunday. Bye.